Hey guys, it's Max Convexity. Hope everyone's having a great day. All right, well check out this. This NASDAQ chart is no good. I can't believe we started off this way on the QQQY making money and then for some reason just sold off. Man, anyway, that's the only bad news on the day. That one's not good. The other ones were all right though. So on this one, the managers were trying to make 1.2 million. They ended up losing 655. So that is not good. It takes their earnings per share to 12 cents per share right now. All right, let's look at some of the other ones though. Let's check out SPX. This is what JEPY trades. This one at least had the decency to stop it still in the profit box. All right, so these managers were going for 397, ended up making about 20% of it, but that's better than losing half like the last guys did. So JEPY shows a $61,000 profit on the day. That takes earnings per share to a positive 9 cents on the month. That's nice. Let's check out IWMY. These guys trade Russell 2000 options. Russell 2000 was just absolutely out of control today. I mean, look at that chart. That's beautiful. Another day closing on the highs, just like yesterday and the day before. Think we go higher tomorrow? It'd be 4 in a row, or actually 5 in a row, because that day was up too. So was that day from the open, and so was that day. This thing's been on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been up 6 days from the open. If you count from the opening, wherever it opened, that's still pretty impressive. 6 in a row. All right, so of course number-wise, this is going to be. They were going for 608, and they made 608. 59 basis points. Takes these guys to a positive 19 cents on an earnings per share basis on the month. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's look at TLT. This is what TRES trades. We're still contending with this valley of death. We're still in it a little bit here. This is showing us down 20,000. And this isn't all the way accurate. They've added a few more shares. They've added about 20% more shares. So the real number is probably about 20% worse than this. I don't have but I would just be guessing. I'm just going by the initial trade they put on, their initial tranche. They're down this much, but in actuality, they're down a little bit more. But I'm hopeful we'll get some volatility here, a pickup in volatility, and it will kick the IV of these options up. And since we own these options on the wings, these 94 TLT calls, that's what we're looking for. We need a tick up in volatility, and we can cash those in for a big profit. It's definitely an intriguing fund, to say the least. All right, this is 1 month error, tracking error. The blue is actually the underlying, and the red is the benchmark or the parent asset. So I'm not impressed with Tesla. It's not supposed to work like that. It doesn't usually work like that. TSLP has the same problem too. Down more than the benchmark. It typically works more like MRNY, where the yield fund is down some portion or up some portion. You can see here with FBY on the month, Meta was up 21%, and the high yield fund was only up 7.3%. That's more typical. Here, Disney was a good example. Disney was up 7%. Parent asset was up 15%. That's about how it usually works. It usually works that way on both ways. I'll check those numbers on. I just got this chart, but I'll check those numbers on Tesla. But anyway, here's another here's another instance of underperformance. GUI down 5%, where the parent asset's up 3%. It happens sometimes, I guess. But usually on the downside, it works in your favor on the downside as well. All right, we'll check out this chart. These are the S&P high yield, and this is a 30-day chart. And there's just a different way of looking at it. JEPY was up 1.7, where the index was up 5. This could have been a week. I forget if this is a week time frame or 30-day time frame. But anyway, that's about what you'd expect. You get a portion. Whereas JEPY did not perform as well, because JEPY actually lost 0.5%. In the same period, the index was up 5%. But then there's bright spots too. There's ISPY. ISPY was up almost 8%, where the index was only up 5%. Then there's SPY was up 2.7%. The new Goldman Sachs fund, GPIX, was up 3.25%. That's a good job. Index is up 5%. That's about what you'd expect. Half to 2/3. That's about what you expect. XYLD here doing not doing great, only up 1%, while the index is up 5%. Oh, look at Mr. Bally, 3.71%. The same period of time the index was up 5%. I forget what period of time this chart was on. I'm just learning how to make charts. I'll make some better charts by the next time I come back on. We can also look at it. We can also look at it just like we used to. Here's the NASDAQ high yield complex. It looks like the NASDAQ was down about 0.5% today. And the best performer was actually QYLD, believe it or not. QQQY did well, and so did JEPQ. They all did well. They all did what they were supposed to. I need to check this FEPI number. Hang on a second. FEPI uses this underline right over here, this SOL thing. So FEPI was really down 0.83. I don't have a way for this to auto update yet. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, let's look over here at Russell. Well, look at this. Of course, they all did. I mean, you know, Russell was up 2%. I do like how IWMY was up more than the other ones were. But still, though, look at poor old RYLD. Its benchmark is up 2%, and it can't even have a positive day. My goodness. All right, over here at the government bond ETF. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this. Well, no, that's fine. I guess TLTW outperformed. BNDI underperformed, and so did TRES. All right. Then the single stocks I showed you, that's 1 month. Somewhere on here I have a sheet that has 5-day tracking error too. I'll have the 5-day tracking error fixed and working by tomorrow. But this is 30-day error on the indexes. Look at old ISPY. ISPY's doing great. Volley's doing great. GPIX is next. Over these last 30 days anyway. We'll see. All right, guys. Have a good one.